Yeah, you got just enough so I can comb it over, I guess.
Uh, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris Serino. I'm the newly elected mayor of Chestertown. The purpose of our meeting tonight was basically to start or give the business community an opportunity to reach out so that we can have more synergy between our town leaders and our business leaders. We are here at Big Mixx tonight in part to do something a little different. We also wanted to show some support for an African American owned business here in the community. This is not something that we had to do as a mayor council. It's something that we wanted to do as part of starting a constructive dialogue, again, between our town leaders and our business leaders. So what I thought the first thing we would do is basically, since I don't know many of you in the audience, we will go ahead and introduce ourselves. What I thought we could say is just our name, maybe a little bit about how you ended up in Chestertown, the ward that you represent, and we'll take it from there. For those of you who aren't familiar with the political structure of the town, we have a mayor and 4 council members. The town is basically divided up into 4 quadrants, which we refer to as wards. So we have a representative here from Ward 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm the mayor, so as your mayor, I'm kind of like the sounding board for all 4 of the wards. I grew up actually in Virginia. I came to Kent County in the fall of 1992 to work at a place called Echo Hill Outdoor School, about 15 miles from where we're sitting here at the mouth of the Sassafras River. I worked there for about 7 years, left to go teach in the classroom, came back to Chestertown in 2000 and joined up with the Schooner Sultana. So if you don't know me and you have kids, I probably have worked with one of your children at some point, whether it was on the Sultana, running a canoe trip or a kayak trip, or going to your kids' schools to talk to them about history and science. So I've been the mayor now for 2 months, and I'm just really happy to be here, and thank you for coming this evening. I also want to thank Jamie for letting us use your facility here this evening. So why don't we just quickly introduce who we are, starting with, why don't we start down here, guys?
I'm Linda Kuiper. I'm the council person for Ward 2, which is across the road from 213 here. Includes the college and goes all the way down Washington Avenue and the downtown business district, the marina, and Wilmer Park, and on out to the boundary between the town and the county out Quaker Neck Road. And I've lived here since the late 60s. I raised my children here. I have seen this plaza change drastically and increase since I've lived here, because I remember drug fair was down at this end. I don't know whether any of you remember. I think it was drug fair when it started out, and then the inclusion of Washington Square. So I've seen some changes. I remember when the shopping center, this shopping center was built.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
That's
moving
about it.
right along.
Well, my name is Liz Gross, and I represent the 1st Ward of Chestertown, which, as you come into town across the Chester River Bridge, is pretty much, with a couple of exceptions, everything on your right hand until you get to the traffic light at Campus Avenue, and going out all the way out to the edge of town on Campus Avenue. And I've lived here in Chestertown now for just about almost 15 years. My husband and I moved here from Baltimore when he came to take a post-retirement position on faculty at Washington College. And I still work part-time, and we moved a few years ago to Herring Point, which is also in the 1st Ward, from a house on High Street.
Why don't you go ahead?
I'm Bill Ingersol. I'm the town manager. I actually grew up in Chestertown from Quaker Neck area. Went away to college, went through the military, and really couldn't wait to come home. I've been working for the town since 1975, and I know most of you. So, thank you for coming.
And I'm Sam Shogay, lifelong resident here of Chestertown. Grew up here, went to all the schools, had a blast. went away to college and loved this place so much, came right back home. I represent Ward 3, which is all of Flatland Road and then going down High Street to get to North Kent Street. And I've been on the council for 2 months now, and it's been a very exciting time.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm Marty Stefan, and if you don't know me, I'm really, really disappointed because this is my ward, this whole area here. My ward runs all the way out to the shopping center down to Campus Avenue and everything is back there. I got sent here originally by the state police back in 1961, stayed a year. They called me back to the Northeast Barracks, stayed up there for about 4 or 5 years, and my wife got pregnant. And I said, if I'm gonna raise a family, I wanna raise it in Chestertown. So I've been back for 54 years now, living in the same house that we built when we moved here. My kids grew up here, and neither of which live here. One lives in Colorado, one lives in New Jersey. But like so many young people, it's hard to find employment here, meaningful employment. So. But I'm here to stay, and I love this town and the people that are in it. So, and that's it. I've been on the council now for 6 years. So I'm actually the oldest. Yeah, I know you don't believe I'm the oldest in age, but I'm the oldest person on the council.
Senior.
Both in age.
Does that make me as young as Sam, since I've been on council for 2 months?
Good job.
You're as young as you want to be, Liz.
That's
So the idea for tonight was that we were going to have a dialogue between the business owners and what we call our C1 General Commercial District. And for those of you who aren't familiar with our zoning maps, that includes basically Kent Plaza, all the businesses here in Kent Plaza, and going up north and east on 213. So Geno's and everything between here and Washington Square and all those businesses in there. So looking in the crowd, I don't know that we have more than 1 or 2 business owners that came this evening. Is anybody other than Jamie a business owner in C1? Okay, great. Excellent. Why don't we go ahead, since we don't have a ton of people here, and just go ahead and, even if you're not a business owner, just say who you are and why you came here this evening. And if you are a business owner, please tell us your name, which business you own, maybe how long you've been in business, and what is the state of your business right now.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm Jen Mulligan. Anybody who doesn't know me, I'm the town clerk, and I'm also the stenographer for the town of Chestertown. Worked there for 13 years, so I'm sure that I've probably spoken to everybody at one point or another. So that's me.
I'll go to this gentleman here.
I'm Pete Beck, I'm from the Kent County News, I'm working.
How much you got?
I'm Bill Washington. I just support the community, and so I just came out to participate tonight.
Excellent. And where do you guys live?
I live at Coventry.
Great.
Great.
My name is Gloria Needham, and I moved from Big Woods to Chestertown in November of this year, and I just come to, to listen.
Okay. Thank you.
My name is Pam Cleary. Congratulations
Thank you.
to all of you. John, this is my husband, John Cleary. We live on Clark Road at Swamp, almost in Betterton.
Okay.
We bought George Luke's old house. Remember George Luke with the washing machines all over the lawn? Anyway, and George's spirit is still in the house. I'm here tonight, for one, I was invited, which I took seriously.
Great.
It was an honor to be invited. I like courageous conversation. I'm a member of the Dialogue Diversity Group. Some of you have been to the DDG group, and so I'm interested in that. I'm an LCSWC, so I'm a very autonomous person. I'm in business for myself right now. I'm pro bono. But I have a long history at Upper Shore Community Mental Health Center and psychiatric social work, also with the public house and addictions, when Calvin Offer was living, and Nyla Coleman, bless her heart, and all that. And I've worked for Ben Cole too, out in Talbot County. But I have a project, that I have in mind on purchasing a large building in Betterton. It's, at the top of the hill on Main Street, the address is 307 Main Street. And if I can get, help from, say, Parks and Rec and Education and so on, I'm going to turn it into a 501c3 for families and children. It has an Olympic-sized pool room, a large kitchen. It's one block from one of the prettiest beaches in the world. And it's dawned on me, since I've lived here, that Chestertown, for instance, not to mention Fairleigh, Tolchester, Rock Hall, I mean, the county, is loaded with families and children who don't know how to swim. They are afraid of water. They don't have enough good things to do. And I'd like to, if people will saddle up with me, become part of that effort of giving children and families good things to do. It's a large enough place where kids could learn how to keep a locker clean, listen to a counselor, walk on the sand in their bare feet, put on a bathing suit, cook boys and girls in the kitchen together nicely, and so on. And I'm excited about the possibility of that. I can pull the train myself up to the point of making the place available. And I've emailed to Senator Hershey too, asking him to take an interest in my project. But I can't do it alone. Once I have that, I can put in the sprinklers, I can put up wood railings Hank Starkey wants to see, I can do this, that, and the other, and purchase the place, but I need help if I'm going to really encourage families and children to come on out. They could have tutoring there, all sorts of things. It's just loaded with potential. So I'm here tonight to let you all know that. I've been talking it up around town, talking to people about it, and I'm a fan of Big Mixx.
Great.
And sometimes I wear wigs from here.
I'm John Cleary, I'm with her. I
Okay.
think she's got a great idea, and we'd like to see it get going.
Okay.
I'm Marvin Starks, and I was raised in Churchill, but I've been living in Kent County for the last 30 years. I started a business last April in floor care and carpet and tile. What I really want to do, I want to give those who have been out of work for a while the opportunity to get started. That's what my objective is. And any advice from anybody on a new business? It's just starting my second year. Next month will be a year for me. So far, my work has been right here in Kent County, which is a good thing. I haven't had to leave this county. It's good. It's working, and I'd like to.
Where are you based out of right now?
I'm from my home. I'm
Okay.
just the only person right now.
Mobile.
I'm mobile. My office is in the home, and but I like to give an opportunity to those who
Okay.
need employment.
Great.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Jamie Barrett, the owner of Big Mixx's, for 18 years. I graduated Kent County High School in '95, born and raised Chestertown. Like he said, I give anybody opportunity. They want to learn how to be a barber, beautician. I know I helped a lot of kids do service learning, and stuff like that. So, that's pretty much it.
So did you go through Echo Hill when you were like in 6th grade?
Yeah, in 5th grade.
Yeah.
I don't
I
remember
might
what
have
year.
been one of your counselors.
Look, the only thing
I had a lot more hair.
The only thing I remember about Echo Hill is the food.
Miss Honey.
Yeah.